In life, we all encounter obstacles, and those obstacles come in all different shapes, sizes, and forms. The question is, how do we handle those obstacles? Do we attack them head on, or do we allow them to make us quit? Welcome to the No Quit Living podcast, where we aim to motivate and inspire listeners to never give up on themselves, their dreams, or their goals. We will interview successful people from all walks of life as they share their no-quit stories when they had the choice to give up or give in, but they didn't. We thank you for listening, and we hope to be that jolt of positivity as you go for your greatness. Welcome to episode number 214 of the No Quit Living podcast. I'm your host, Christopher J. Worth, and today's theme of the day is goals versus dreams. Our quote of the day comes to us from Greg S. Reed. A dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. Today's episode is sponsored by the good people over at West Fair Communications, who publish the Westchester County Business Journal and the Fairfield County Business Journal. These newspapers do a wonderful job in covering all aspects of the business world within two of the most influential markets in the New York metropolitan area. You can also take advantage of their daily news feeds, which keep track on the companies and thought leaders in these important regions. For more information, take a look at www.westfaironline.com. Trust me, once you start reading, you won't quit. I want to be clear on one thing. I believe it is always a good thing to have dreams. Big dreams, huge dreams, and even those gigantic-sized dreams that seem way out there. When I was a little kid, my parents always spoke to me about my dreams and my goals. Initially, those thoughts and ideas were pretty far-fetched, as I believe they should be for kids. But as I got older, I turned those dreams into realistic goals. Now, that doesn't mean I made them easy or simple, but I did make them specific, as I knew exactly where I wanted to go. One of the very first exercises I do with each of my coaching clients, both individuals or teams, is to have them just take out a piece of paper and list their top 20 to 25 goals. It's a fun exercise because there are no right or wrong answers, but this list is 100% individualized to each person. The next step is to examine that list and put together your top 5, the top 5 most important goals for you. Over the last 2.5 years, I've had the opportunity of meeting, working with, and also interviewing hundreds of people. Some of the people that have impressed me the most are the ones that dream big, really put themselves out there, but ultimately they put their money where their mouth is and they take action. We all have so many things we want to do and accomplish, but in the end, we all don't take action. A key differentiating factor for me that separates a goal from a dream is the action. What I mean by that is very simple. I find that dreams that are often perceived as too big or maybe even unreachable, people sometimes just take them and they decide not to take any action. In essence, they place those dreams on a shelf and they just leave them there. However, those individuals that I look up to, they take those dreams and they break them down into specific goals. They take each goal and ultimately reverse engineer what is required on a daily, weekly, and even monthly basis to accomplish that goal. As I'm a firm believer in facts and statistics, I wanted to do some research myself about goals. According to many of the different articles, blogs, and information that I found concerning goals, I came across one very common statistic that really stood out to me. Less than 3% of Americans have written goals, and less than 1% review and write their goals on a daily basis. Initially, I was shocked by this statistic, but when I thought about it some more, I realized that it's probably unbelievably accurate. I think the main reason that people don't write down their goals is probably because they're not fully committed or fully invested in the actual goal. They think they are, they believe it's something that they want to do, but in the end, their lack of action defines their true level of commitment. Second reason why I think most people don't take action towards their goal is because they are scared. They are fearful of the fact that they might fail or not accomplish their goal, so they do nothing, and ultimately, zero action yields zero results. As I look back at the last 2.5 years and some of those incredible people I referenced, the one thing that they all have in common was despite their fear and lack of certainty that they would accomplish their goals, ultimately each and every single one of them took consistent action. So as we wrap up today's episode on goals versus dreams, I very much so urge you to take out a piece of paper right now and just jot down the first 15 to 20 or 25 goals that come to mind. Don't worry about anything, as there are no rules and there are no right or wrong answers. Just put them down. Then take a couple of minutes and come up with your top 7. And then take that top 7 and come up with your top 5. And prioritize them in order of personal importance to you. Zig Ziglar has an awesome quote that I wanted to share. You cannot hit a target you cannot see. And you cannot see a target you do not have. I challenge you today to take 30 minutes at some point this morning, this afternoon, or this evening and look at your list. Familiarize yourself with those goals and come up with a plan. then no matter what, take one step of action today. In closing, as you go for your greatness today, I would like to leave you with a quote by Steve Maraboli. Take action. An inch of movement will bring you closer to your goals than a mile of intention. And lastly, to our listeners, thank you. We truly appreciate your time, and we hope our episodes inspire you to keep on attacking life and never giving up. To quote Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, it's always too early to quit.